Alright guys, this is Docm and we are playing Scrolls again. Last time we did a little bit of one of these trials here. It was the Mega Augur. Pretty difficult to do actually, but I found an exploit. If you're interested in that, was able to beat it, and it pays off well, gives you 800 gold or so. And yeah, I used a special deck for that. I also showed that in the last episode. And evolving from this deck, now I have this Troll Trial Advanced deck. Small or slight variation to that. I think, yeah, I have the Wildlings still in there. And I got one more creature pack in there. Think. But yeah, you can compare, there's no much different. If we load the Troll Trial, the Healing and Troll Trial Advanced, here we go. I mean, by now you kind of know the cards a bit. And this is the setup. And I went into a online match against another guy, and it was a gross guy, and that was a really interesting match because yeah, you could see two very different strategies and how that plays out. Kind of spamming creatures versus a little bit of less creatures, but buff heavy, as this deck actually kind of is. It's a bit defensive. We have the wall, we have the eternal statue, and we have healing here, the healing well, so it's a bit defensive. And then we are pretty wolf heavy. I mean, Great Wolf, Mangry Wolf or Manji, and the Ragged Wolf. And then as endgame kind of King Karl here. So yeah, pretty interesting combination. Important for us is also the Brothers of the Wolf, and of course the Kinfolk veterans in this deck. Yeah. Where's my Kinfolk veterans here? Them, we need them. They're our very important mid-game character basically. And yeah, Brother of the Wolf as well. You can buff them up nicely. So yeah, let's take a quick look at the match. See how it evolved. It was a bit of a lengthy match, 23 minutes or so, but still fast-paced. No long waiting periods, so let's dive right in. Okay guys, and here we go with another exciting shoutcast of... no. Alright guys, so another match here of Scrolls, and that was a very interesting match up against another growth player. And yeah, we are 3 turns in here, nothing much happened. We all sacrificed, both sacrificing and playing our first creatures. I was able to get out a wolf early and a statue in the middle to protect the middle lane, which was a nice start, and I strengthened the middle lane here with a Brother of the Wolf. And I also think I want to do a first attack. Right now it would be wasted just shooting into the wall, so I make the decision, put the wolf down 1 block and attack, to kind of fake attack the lower part of the map. My actual plan is to go top from a strong middle. But yeah, kind of faking an attack to the right side. Also, normally this is considered pretty noobish to early attack. So yeah, he thinks he got it. I think that's the psychological game here. Just a bit of early game aggression. But then 2 strong buffs here, Bear Paw and Champion's Ring on the wolf, which is pretty good already. So now we got a strong middle lane with Wolf and Brother of the Wolf, and now he realizes, wait a minute, need to do something here. I check, you can see the middle lane 3-4, 5-4, so pretty strong. Even strong enough to take out his wall, and he realizes that with 1 attack at the moment I could take out or clear his side. The wolf would attack with 5, he would take out his wall he has, and yeah, then the Brother of the Wolf would follow up. Now hit control, so we can see the hit points during the matchup. I switch it on and off, but I think I leave it on for most parts of the game or longer stretches of the game. At the moment it's not so interesting yet. So this guy has a lot of creatures in his deck, or I'm not quite sure, he was really lucky with his draw, but he is literally spamming creatures all over and has a lot of cards in play already. So now I feel to not really fall back. I also should consider playing another creature, but I gamble. And awesome, we get a Druid Burial Ground, defensive structure. I think that is pretty good. And I also got the Veteran. That means if I sacrifice a card next round, in any case I will be able to come out with a Veteran. So I think that is pretty awesome. So alright, let's put a Druid Burial Ground here, secure the top part. By this I kind of gave away what my plan is. I mean, I obviously state, okay, I want to go top, and this is what I'm gonna protect. So he kind of knows now. A really good player would adjust his strategy right now, but as you see, when this game evolves a bit, about some of his moves there I was a bit surprised. But he did play really well. It's not like that he played bad or so. Not at all. He was a good player. And it was a very close match. Very close. Alright, you see it now. He's bringing out creatures like crazy. Wolves, kinfolk, and the lower lane there is very strong, but I'm not interested in it. Sadly, we get another veteran here. I have to sacrifice it to be able to play my veteran, and now a little bit of calculating what makes sense, and I think, okay, we want to at least kill his fatter it up there, so he loses an energy shard, and that puts him back a bit and hopefully will prevent his creature spam, because yeah, if there's a lot and he puts out a mass buff, he can, you know, that's devastating. You need to watch out. Okay, so now he has a damage of 6 combined on the lower lane, and he will probably try to take out idols. And I was thinking right now, why does he focus so much on the idols down there? It's not protected, and if he wants to, he can easily take it out a bit later down the road. I was wondering why he was not strengthening his middle a bit more. Here we sacrifice and get a champion's ring. Put it on the brother of the wolf. Now with attack 5 after the buff. And I think, yeah, 2 attacks with that and the top lane is cleared, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. I only have to worry about defending it then a bit. And I think that's a good investment here. So I move up with the veteran in the front row, hoping that I might be able to get a creature soon and spawn it in. And yeah, put the buff on. And Elan Vital, which would be healing each round, I plan to keep, and then probably sacrifice next round for 2 more cards, which was good. At the moment I was slightly behind in energy, but yeah, I mean, I only got this Kingfolk Carl with, or yeah, I call him King Carl, Kingfolk Jarl, King Carl with 7 energy to play out. And that is more like end game. You cannot be obsessed with getting him out quickly. I was rather hoping I would draw some nice buffs for my existing guys, which were already buffed a bit. And if you then later down the road play a King Jarl centralized, he can profit from all the creatures on field and will be strong immediately. So you see, he keeps on bringing out creatures, which was pretty frightening. Not only like crappy creatures also, he could do damage. He has a lot of wolves, but also brothers of wolves. Kinfolk, he is really focusing on getting a lot of creatures out instead of like a little bit less, but buffing them. And this is pretty interesting here to see. You see my side with little creatures protected and buffed against his side with basically creatures spam. But yeah, this can turn into a very, very problematic setup on his side. If he puts down some buffs on them, we are in trouble. So draw a new card and split. And yeah, he destroyed the idol down low, which we don't care about at all. So, very good, we got Bear Paw. We play it. 7-6 now in the middle lane. Top lane will attack. I conserve the cards. So next round I should be good, nicely stacked with cards. If I split again, for example, then I would have 4 cards to choose. It's mid-game kind of right now, early mid-game. And yeah, there's the strategy to rush to max energy or to play a little bit of a more solid mid-game where you try to use about 5 energy points or so and you try to buff up your creatures a little bit better. So now he's trying to shift lanes, he's moving upwards, and the middle lane is not dangerous for me at the moment, only a combined attack of 5, which is not scaring me. We positioned the healing well, so our wall gets healed each round, which is of course very helpful, makes it last way longer. And now we will attack on top lane. I need to think about what to do now. Got a Ragged Wolf and a Mangy Wolf, or the Great Wolf. I think I make a slight mistake somewhere along the gameplay. Maybe I realize again when I did something wrong. But thankfully I think I was able to fend it off then, but it annoyed me a bit. Gameplay. So right now, I think this ain't going to end well. He thinks he got it. He totally thinks he got it at this moment, and it looks dangerous what he's got there. Center field stacked with a lot of units, but they're all fairly weak. So yeah, now we do something here. We play the wolf and sacrifice, go to the next round, and we take out 2 of his guys already, and suddenly it doesn't look that dangerous anymore. But now we need to really get through this counter attack well, and should be okay. As you see in our middle lane, we have 10 health points to give. We want to have our wolf survive. The wolf is buffed with Blood Boil. I think I did that in the second turn. So when he takes damage, he gains 1 attack point, which is actually pretty nice. So we kind of want him to take a bit of damage, but not be killed off. Well, he tries to take out the idol here. Didn't really make use of his full attack force there. And now it's us again. Healing well, Mangy Wolf. Keep in mind, if I play Mangy Wolf, we can get all our other wolf creatures to attack. So yeah, very helpful card. You don't want to drop it at the moment, because that will enable us to do a surprising counter attack. So now, I think I made a mistake by moving the wolf down. Just totally not necessary. And then I play Mangy Wolf. I think I should have attacked on the middle line with the White Wolf, and I think I realized that was not the best thing to do. I'm not quite sure. Somewhere there was a little mishap, but yeah, well, I'm able to get all my cards out, including a Healing Well, plus Mangy Wolf, making the middle lane attack. And yeah, pretty tough for him. Now he realizes, wait a minute, maybe he is not as weak as it looked. And if you look at our setup, we are sitting there very strong. I mean, we got the well in the middle. It's not the best defense structure, but it takes off 4 hearts, which is always good, you know. It probably make our wolf, middle wolf, survive, and then even make him stronger. And the middle wolf is sitting next to a healing well, which is at the moment only at 2 hearts. That's why I tried to play the healing well in the back, and in front we have the healing wall. I want to try to strengthen my middle wall again, and at the moment I don't see him attacking it. So now he prepares an attack on the center row. Our second idol from the bottom will be gone, of course, because he will do a double attack there. But in the middle lane he doesn't attack strongly. Now he plays this Frostbeard all the way down there, which totally surprised me. I thought, well, yeah, might have it a bit closer and move of some, because yeah, the attack is strong 6. I thought he might have him, yeah, moving towards the center a bit quicker. He can't put him on top. That was okay, because this lane are very, yeah, strong by me. I have a combined 7 attack on the top row, so you don't want to put him there, or he would be knocked out immediately. So looking ahead a bit, thinking, okay, let's reposition our Brother of the Wolf there and have this spot in the middle free for my King Jarl, which I will plan to bring out in the next round. So yeah, I think, yeah, it's okay. I mean, now a pretty strong attack wave will come in on the middle lane. I realize, okay, I sadly cannot defend my wall there, my healing wall. It's a bit sad, but as I have a healing well in the back, I'm not too concerned about it, and I know next round I will be able to play King Karl, and I will put him in the center, and as he is surrounded by a bunch of units, he will be buffed a lot. So I think, okay, middle lane is still good. Now he plays out a veteran, slowly but surely bringing out a bit of stronger units here, and really prepares a nice attack on the middle lane, combined 5-8 attack on the middle lane, 3, and yeah, wolves survive, and you see damage increased by 1 to 8. That worked out really well. Sadly, yeah, we didn't have one more card on hand, so we might be able to put a buff, but yeah, didn't get one. So now we are ready for King Jarl, right in the middle, and you can see, bam, attack 7 as he is surrounded, and now attack 8 even. That is basically the ideal spot you want to have King Jarl at, or King Karl, right in the middle, sitting there like a king, being ready for 8 attack and relentless, unbuffed. Just imagine if you put Bear Paw on him, very bad news for any lane. So yeah, of course, more or less an end game character, but yeah. Now you can definitely see, as we approach early end game, the tables have turned a bit. Before it looked like he had map control with a lot of creatures on there, but they were not really powerful. Now I have to, yeah, swallow the bitter pill of losing one of my wolves. Was not able to prevent that here, or I didn't prevent it. I would probably been able to prevent it if I shifted some units around a bit, and yeah, one of my best attack units will go down. Can do nothing, but at least my Great Wolf in the back will stay alive. He has 6 hearts and he will not be able to deliver enough damage to take it out completely, if he's not playing a buff, which he thankfully didn't, as his deck seems to be very creature heavy but not so many buffs, or he was just unlucky with the draw. Hard to tell. Those matches against nature can sometimes be really close and lengthy, so yeah, we split, we get Eternal Statue plus Crimson Bull, which is not perfect timing right now because we are not attacking, so I cannot play the buff. But well, at least we can get an Eternal Statue out. So now I'm thinking a bit where to put it. I'm thinking, wait, this middle lane will attack first. We put the statue there that fends this guy off. And yeah, let's hope and pray it works. I'm just concerned about his ice guy, you know, who attacks with 6. That would be a bit devastating. The other attacks I'm not too concerned about. King Jarl will be able to withstand in the middle. He has enough hit points at the moment. And yeah, now he starts to shift. And that, of course, then was unexpected. Another King Jarl, and he's also very strongly buffed. And then you think, oh, looking pretty equal at the moment, I have to say. And yeah, he comes in with his attack, and that looked bad for us. So now we draw God Hand. and very useful. And Crimson Bull, but Crimson Bull now actually is very useful. Split up, and we get another Kinfolk veteran, which is nice. So now I'm looking. Sweet. I can play Champion Ring or Kingfolk Veteran or Crimson Bull with Kingfolk Veteran. Of course, Crimson Bull would be the better choice. Okay, so now strengthening the middle lane. We have 7 attack plus King Jarl plus the Veteran, and Wolf lane is 3 plus 3 is 6. If we buff it, additional 4, so 10 on the middle lane. So I shift and make sure to be even more devastating in the middle lane. We cast now 15 attack in the middle lane. And he says ouch. Yeah. So that looked bad for him. Literally. We ripped out 2 lanes completely and were able to do damage on the idol. And now the table shifted completely. Now we're sitting there like super strong. He has a lot of creatures played. He tries to... he has 5 cards on hand, so he will probably be able to get some more creatures out. But right now we have a huge advantage. We have our King Jarl sitting in the middle. We have a very strong Brother of the Wolf sitting in the back. And yeah, now he will be ready to attack here. And that will take out the healing well. Cannot prevent it at the moment, and he will also be able to do a bit of damage on our idol. But yeah, we are not too concerned about it. If you look at the health points, his idols are more damaged. On the dangerous side, we don't look at the 2 idols on the left side. We are not concerned about it. Okay, so he does a bit of damage and takes out one of our veterans, sadly. And we draw Mangy Wolf. Sweet. In combination with Champion's Ring, which is pretty cool. Mangy Wolf, we can get our White Wolf to attack. I shift King Jarl up because I want to protect the top lane a bit. Make some space. A little bit of calculation. Okay, this is gone definitely. And I think, was it there where I made a mistake? I should have attacked middle lane or something. We will see. What do I play? Don't remember. Thinking forever. Ah, yeah, there's the mistake. I didn't want to play the Champion's Ring, I think. Not quite sure. I think it was okay. Something went wrong in this game. Maybe we passed it already. I mentioned it before. But yeah. I think that was not necessary here. Yeah, to play this buff or something. Or I should have attacked middle lane. I regretted that a bit, I think. But yeah. Still, we're sitting strong. Looking good. And yeah, he has to sacrifice scrolls, and then he hopefully will be able to bring out some creatures. If I was him, I would try to strengthen the middle lane, and that's what he is doing right now. He's trying to hang in there, and it's not impossible for him to do a comeback here, as I have no healing well somewhere around, and thus, you know, ever so with each round he is able to get an attack in, he would be able to grind me a bit. So he puts Binding Root on his wolf, which was a bit, yeah. And I check what Binding Root, what you know, goes through the cards. Okay, he puts a Bear Paw on. And now we need to be careful a little bit for the middle lane. But yeah, now it's time to attack again. Split. And another Kingfolk Jarl, which I like. And he said Oh, did not expect to lose this. Because yeah, in the beginning it actually looked really good for him. He got a lot of creatures out. But I kind of feel his... Either, as I said, it was a bit of unlucky draws, or he doesn't have too many buffs in his deck. And yeah, kind of I was able to sustain 2 creatures there, and they were getting stronger and stronger. And he never really found a way to counter that. And now, yeah. King Jarl, he's basically, yeah, ruined right now. He would be over in the next turn. Let's see what he does. Plays another Ragged Wolf. Sister of the Fox. Tries, it's the last resort here basically. Tries a Rumble. Shift us around, and that didn't really help because yeah, that's it. If I attack now, it is over, and yeah, he forfeits the match, and we win. 327 coins or gold, which is pretty nice. Was a nice match. Alright guys, so yeah, that was the match. I hope you enjoyed. Was pretty interesting in my opinion, to opposing strategies. He kind of missed on buffing, but well, maybe he didn't have too many buffs and just had a lot of creatures. Games played 143. Sadly, it is confirmed. The statistic works like that. If you play the challenges and trials and things, it also adds up to that. So you cannot really have a good win-lose ratio here. Maybe it gets improved. This is of course better still. And yeah, I also finished this ogre challenge as I told you, and I might try to do this one next. Locked in. There's quite a few of these hard challenges to do. They seem to be pretty tough, and yeah, those back there, I don't even want to think about it. Woo. So yeah, maybe you guys are interested in that as well. Let me know. We can definitely always try these trials, but also want to do these online matches. And I think when I'm about done with the trials, I feel I could be slowly ready to get into ranked matches. I played one, I won that. So far 100% win ratio, I want to keep that. But 93 points there for that one win. And I'd say that's it for today. Make sure to leave a like, it helps a lot, and also shows support for the show so far. I can't really complain, you guys being great. Maybe we can top it each episode, so we can keep the show growing. Would be awesome. See you soon. I'm out. Bye. Good luck with the scrolls.